Yes, you are actually seeing us live right now for a Bama Standard Minute. I'm Justin Riley, your host, and with me as always is Stephen M. Smith. Stephen M. Smith, what is going on? How is your Thursday going?
Well, my Thursday's going pretty good until, of course, so we all got the little tidbit of news from Agiye Hall, the gift that keeps on giving when it comes down to no longer at Alabama. He's with Texas, but he decided to have a little interview with, 247 out of Texas about, the Bama fans just didn't love him enough. And that's the reason why he's gone. You didn't get loved enough, huh?
Man, I tell you what, he is like an STD got picked up from the Moonweek's Lies. It just never goes away. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Just when we think the saga is over, we're able to move forward. J.I. Hall is right back in the news doing what he does best, and that's running his mouth. Yes, apparently us as Alabama fans never loved him at all. Yeah, we were just awful to him. It seems to me that our perception of each other is greatly different. Ever since last spring, I don't think any player, so to speak, has been more revered and more looked forward to as far as a debut than a J.L. Hall. Bama fans all season kept on asking for his appearance,
I
and
mean, not just asking for his appearance, but they were like, he's so good, he's so great, he's so talented, so much potential. When can we see him? You had some fans that went as far as to say Saban's holding him hostage, Saban ain't doing him right, Saban doing him wrong, bad on Saban. I'm like, wow. You had even some people going, he's our best receiver. We can't afford to lose him. We need him. We need him. We need him. And then he goes, and you have some people upset that he left, but then he goes, well, Bama fans didn't really love me. They weren't really loving, Texas fans, they gonna love me unconditionally down here. I'm like, if you don't put up in Texas, those boosters are gonna switch up on you too.
well, you bring up a very good point. We as Alabama fans were ready to die on the hill of defending him the entire season. You know, it seems like every other week he was going to Twitter or any other form of social media making complaints or, vivid tweets about not being done right, just constantly complaining on this team, his brothers, bringing negative attention to himself and to everyone involved. And then even after that, we're still defending him. We're still waiting to see his great entrance into the college football world. Fast forward to the national championship game, he gets that opportunity. And what does he do? He drops it like the ball's in the end zone, the first down markers, and all over the field. So I don't exactly see how we didn't love him.
He was loved, man. I guess he wasn't used to the tough love that the Bama Nation was giving him, because sometimes the Bama Nation can give you some tough love. But at the end of the day, he's in Texas with Steve Sarkisian. Alabama will play Texas on September 10th in Austin. I'm continuing to looking forward to that game and have that game circled on my calendar, because that's going to be one to watch right there.
I compare this to being in a toxic relationship. You're with a significant other who is constantly doing wrong. They're cheating on you, they're taking advantage of you, they're just draining you of life. But in their mind, it's okay. But even though it's completely destroying you, and they see nothing wrong in what they're doing. They feel like you're supposed to love them beyond the hurtful actions. Well, that's not the case. That's not love. Love does not require you to take abuse. And Agiye Hall is basically we're in a toxic relationship, or we're in a toxic relationship with him, and he was doing us wrong, and he saw no fault on his part of things, and we just couldn't take it anymore, and we said goodbye. I mean, that's the way I see it.
I mean, to me, man, when it comes down to Hall, it's to me when it comes down to Hall, it's I mean, now in Texas, hopefully he can be the productive receiver he wants to be. But with the guys Alabama's got on the roster right now, I really like this team. This team is locked in. This team is focused. This team is dialed all the way in on trying to win a championship. You got several receivers on the roster. I mean, there's now you're looking at, do you bring in this Jordan Addison kid from Pittsburgh who is in the portal and he's being reported to be working with Bryce Young in California? Do you make that move? You got Cameron
Right.
Latou, of whom people did not give just flowers to him after what he did last year, catching 8 touchdowns. You got him back. You got several running backs who can catch the ball in the backfield. So I think for me, I think this worked out for both parties. I think Agiye goes somewhere else where he can have his own little fresh start or whatever. And I think Alabama football has its place where now you got more leadership. You got more players that want to be in the program, and you got guys focused on that unfinished business trying to win a championship.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I hope for his sake, given his athletic ability, his tremendous talent that he's been God given, that he shakes all this nonsense, all this drama, all this poor me. Um, and we could go on with more synonyms, and is able to fully utilize the opportunities given to him. But as Bama fans, like you're saying, we can't look back. We need to look forward to the future, and you just named off several reasons why we should be very excited and looking forward to this next season. Our wide receiver room is full of tremendous talent. The portal has blessed us greatly, and the portal may bless us again. We may, in fact, get Addison.
Just
Who
looking
knows?
forward to seeing what this team can do as a whole here in the upcoming season. And although, people are going to have their statements about Mr. Hall, it's just time to move on, move forward. And that's what Alabama football intends to do. But, my man, I'm about to grab me a little lunch here, and I'll check you later.